Good morning, good morning, good morning. How is everyone this fine day? Okay, can you hear the sound of my voice, Wolfie? I seen Grandma in her amazing soft, pillowy bosom parts 10 times in a row. Hey, there's my hotkeys working. That's all we needed. Um, how you doing today, Wolfie? I knew you wanted to do a 10 stream streak. When I was thinking, oh, do I want to do this tomorrow and not today? And then I went, no. What if Wolfie's not available tomorrow? Then Wolfie will end their streak at 9 and it will be sad. Hi, everybody. If you also can hear the sound of my voice, you have successfully tuned in to Grandma Plays a Game. Oh, we have we have the sound now. We can actually play the sound. There it is. And for those of you who are just waking up, good morning. Oh, you've had a longish day. Sort out phone calls. Oh, God, phone calls are so exhausting. And you got rent going up. God, the world is just going to shit, y'all. Well, at least I've avoided being carted off to an El Salvadoran prison, I guess, so I got that going for me, which is nice. Anyway. Yeah, but it's still, le plus ça change, le plus ça même chose. Um, Wait, here's what I don't understand, OBS. Why? Why do you, every single time we open OBS, I have the preview up, and then I have my uh, scene, sources, audio mixer, and controls docs down below. And it always scales the preview to 48%. And every single time I open it up, I scale it to 50%, which is output. It should be 1920 by 1080. And every single time I open this stupid thing up, it's like, oh, but I don't want to. And I don't know why it changes itself every time. It's probably time to reset the UI on this or something. Just set up. Oh, why won't it give me the profile? Curious. I haven't gone up and looked at the little top drop downs for a while. Anyway, hi everybody. We are going to be playing some more Dishonored 2 today. You pay goes toward general maintenance of the property. Yeah, waste management and oh no, that's being covered up. Owned by the local government. Nice. Yes, I am in once again an incredibly fortunate position with my rent since I have a friend who owns his property and had an area set up for an RV because he used to have in-laws with an RV and they would come stay a couple months out of the year. So and then also very fortunate that he installed 2 different solar grids on the property, so we're actually getting paid for electricity instead of paying. The water is a community well, so we pay for waste management and internet broadband. It's a benefit of living in the country. Oh, I forgot to turn this fan around. I'm going to feel that as soon as I turn the game on. Okay. All right. Well, I've showered. I've been to the grocery store. I made a lovely breakfast with some of the leftover Spanish rice, an egg over easy, and a couple pieces of bacon out of the air fryer. Oh my goodness, I treat me so well. I treat me so well. I got some. I just had like pico de gallo and a big green salad for dinner last night. And I don't hate it. I'm gonna say I'm okay with that. All right, what are we doing? I'm kind of a little behind my own headlights, or out in front of my own headlights here. Um, you're always behind your headlights. That's where you're supposed to be. All right, all right, all right, all right. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful darling. Um, what are we doing? I'm opening the game. Right click. There we go. And we have finished the Clockwork Mansion. We got Anton Sokolov back to the skiff with our bestie. That's such a pretty picture. I love it when Twitch or YouTube chooses that image for the thumbnail. It's stunning. Hey, did you get to hear any of that music I was playing in the starting soon? Wolfie, what do you think? Huh? Much better than just the title music. The first piece is called The Grand Palace. And the second piece is the music from the trailer, which I thought it had a really nice. What I like about how they do trailers is they really do some of the ambient, some of the environmental, scene setting kind of stuff, and then they get into like the action, dun, 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 and it's just so lovely. Oh yeah, I do try to keep it kind of quiet. You are amazing. Okay. Don't we usually... Oh. Yeah, because I don't have the outsider anymore. Now we gotta go talk to Bitchy McBitchface. Oh, we'll turn down the volume. I could turn the voices back down a little bit. Since I have subtitles on, I mean, let's just triple check that we're fine here. Do it. Okay. Total kills, 0. Okay. Options? Oh, the RV does still smell like bacon though, because the last thing I had in the air fryer was some shrimp with blackened Old Bay seasoning. And I'd usually just kind of dump out the bottom and wipe the tray a little bit, but I don't sit there and wash the air fryer basket every time I use it. I don't know, maybe cooking on carbon steel really kind of spoiled me a little bit, but let me know if game sound is too low for you though. Where's old Delilah? Delilah.
I can pull you into this place. The outsider marked me long ago. I made you flee your precious tower and turned your father into cold stone. How difficult for you.
Thank you. Yeah, I noticed when I was
Young, the sweet Jessamine and kitchen maid. Am I dreaming? If not, how is Delilah doing this?
I noticed when I would put my VODs from YouTube on my watch later, like my overnight sleepy time playlist, that the starting soon music and the break music were loud enough to wake me up. And so I started shifting them around because, you know, and I've told people, I'm totally content if you want to fall asleep to this stuff. Unskippable cutscenes. Can't I just shoot Delilah now? Yeah, as always, just let me know if the balance is terribly off. I probably do need to turn that up a little bit, though. No, no! You died. There is a way to make her grab a surface when she's jumping and falling and climbing and stuff. Chaotic Jinxie! Welcome in!
Emperor Daddy would visit and tell me if I was good. Next year I'd be old enough to come to court.
I don't really want to hear any of this. So here's the story. Her mom was a kitchen maid that Jasmine's daddy put a baby in, and then Jasmine lied about something getting broken, and her mom got kicked out of the palace and died, and they were poor, and, you know, pretty much. So, like, Jasmine, all children lie. They're evil little creatures. It's one of the first things children figure out how to do, especially if they're in trouble. So, Mom. And so now she gets thrown out on the street, and so now she blames everybody else for everything and wants to take everything away from Emily in revenge. Basically saying, you got everything I deserved. So, vertical exploration. Oh, I can't have any of those things because those are all powers apparently that you get from the outsider. Left and right. Stow weapons. Health and mana. Magnification. Gotta remember to use my spyglass. That's really good for listening in to conversations. Nope. Resources. Yeah, that's fine. Stealth mode. That's right. I can distract enemies momentarily. Yeah, but you can. I don't think you can knock them out. Oh, maybe I can knock them out with my. We need to practice some more moves. I need to practice some more moves. When I was a child. Those unskippable cutscenes, though, that's why people don't like to speedrun this game. Oh no, it's Mama.
That one.
And Jasmine never bothers to tell you whether she actually lied and screwed Delilah over or not. Hi guys, how you doing? Always follow the rats. What? What? Are you just running in circles? What are you doing down here? Why are there blood flies? What? What? God damn it, game. Just let me have... Alright, fine. Oh, crikey, y'all, it's only Tuesday. Hi, kids.
The Empress has risen. A peaceful
Damn.
sleep. Nothing like the pillows at Dunwall Tower, made of goose feathers.
Sit down when you want to talk.
Sit down. That poor man had his brain, like, sucked out. Alright, nice. Oh, hey, do we have food again? Pear soda. You got a pear soda. You just got your claims for Prime Gaming. Cyberpunk isometric RPG called Game Deck? No. You basically, whatever you've seen me play on here, this is what I like to play. It's probably one of the reasons I stopped playing Divine Divinity and why I really can't play the first two Fallout games. Man, this weather cannot decide if it's going to be warm or cold or what.
Royal Conservatory.
Oh yeah,
This
do we
place
get
was
to go?
commissioned
Where do
by
we
my
get to go next?
grandfather in my grandmother's name.
Man, he made her look good. That's not what she looks like.
Delilah Copperspoon. Or is it called?
Oh, it's an aging brain. Quiet my mind. I should try an art. Play the BioShock games. I haven't, mostly because there's a little too much horror included there for me. I'm not trying to get any achievements there for that. Oh, am I gonna Riker? Yeah, there we go.
When I brought you back, you could barely speak. But it's been 3 days.
They tortured him. His body is covered with bruises.
Okay, I'm gonna turn the mic off for a second. I have to blow my nose.
My father is missing. This is Anton Sokolov, the greatest mind in the Empire.
No, Emily. Megan is right. I can make electricity move from one side of the room to the other, but Delilah is beyond my understanding. When I came to Sarkonos, I meant to leave everything behind. But when the assassination started, I couldn't ignore it. By the time Megan and I connected the murders to the Duke, it was too late. The Crown Killer came for me. It kept me alive from my knowledge that I saw things. Jindosh often had a visitor, Brianna Ashworth.
She's the curator of the Royal Conservatory.
Yes, Ashworth is dangerous, as obsessed with the occult as Delilah. Apparently, she's working on a device called the Oraculum.
There's more to her than either of you know.
If Ashworth is one of Delilah's lieutenants, I need to eliminate her.
We
Who knows
needs
what
it.
the device is capable of,
what she's up to.
You know, Wolfie, I did actually kind of get the itch to play Bioshock. It was in the games I was considering. Mostly because of what's going on in our world today, and the way the wealth gap is no longer the quiet part, and things like that. And then I realized, you know what? I'm going to be honest. I'm a little tired of going into games and having to play a middle-aged white dude. You know, I don't, it's not my power fantasy to be a middle-aged white dude. Absolutely no part of my power fantasy involves that. Unless he's really hot and gay. And then, and only then, okay. But yeah, I would kind of like to. Oh man, we gotta go take on some fucking witches. Here's the thing though. If in my inventory I got only one of these, so I've got space for 4 more. Why can't I have extra of something else? You know? Well, we're just gonna have to get stupidly creative, I guess. So, there's that.
There's a spark in your eyes. Something other than hate, which surprises me given all that's happened.
That's why I didn't play a lot of games for a long time. Jinxie, do you ever follow Alana Pierce? She's a games journalist and worked for Sony Santa Monica. She's Australian. Now she's on her own. I think she got laid off or something like that, or she left. Anyway, she does really good on, and YouTube mostly is where I catch her stuff. Her most recent video was just like, let me tell you everything, why I'll never play another Assassin's Creed game. And she just went off on like this love story of how much the first 2 games, how amazing they were and how deep she got into them. And it was just like, wow. And then she got to the 3rd one and it was like, you could see everything starting to unravel. I'm like, she did a really good analysis on the Assassin's Creed fandom. And
Be at the skiff when you want to set out for the Royal Conservatory.
yeah, no worries. I will do that thing. No, guys, we already went down there. I'm not allowed to pick any of that up. What? Where are you going?
At his age, Sokolov's making better progress than I would have expected.
Lucia Pastor. Dear Dr. Hypatia, I couldn't be happier about the news you gave me. The people here in the Dust District desperately need someone like you. I understand that you cannot see patients in Outermire anymore, and it's too dangerous to go back to your apartment. I'll arrange something. We'll find you a safe place to hide and give free consultations as you suggested. I'll send word about it via the Miners Family Committee and some friends I have at the Silver Spike newspaper. Welcome back to the city. Yeah, throw her on your worth watching list. Smart person. Observes the industry from inside and out. Are we talking?
Good to see you're still with us. Thank you for helping, Anton.
Sokolov's not the only one making a rapid recovery. I'll be good enough to leave soon. There's a lot to do. Of course, unless the Duke falls, He'll undo my best efforts here.
Then
Nailed
we
it,
have to make
Wolfie.
Sure Duke Luca Abel doesn't overstay his welcome.
Karnaka's key leaders are flawed for certain. After all this is settled with the Duke, and the time of the coup has passed, whichever ones are left standing could change
Yeah.
things here.
She's one of the
Consider
creatives who got a cameo in
face to face
Cyberpunk.
with the Duke's remaining associates.
I appreciate.
She
your
also
thoughts on
has
that,
a
Alexandria.
podcast called Play, Watch, Listen that has a game studio, indie game studio owner, composer Austin Wintory, who's responsible for Stray Gods, and I used to have Troy Baker on, but they'll do lots of guests from the gaming industry. Again, you know, just smart people, no agenda, you know, not trying to evangelize anybody to one thing or another, but just look honestly at what's happening in gaming and how they, as smart people, are responding to it. I could eat. Yeah, I don't need that much. Her notebook. I've seen mean storm clouds gather, only to disperse in an hour's time. I've seen monstrous waves in the distance, towering like high hills that were only a ripple by the time they reached the boat. Things aren't right. They never have been. But at least everything's held at the center for a long while. Now, I worry all the time. For me, for Anton, for everything. I should quit, disappear again. Anyone else would, I think. Self-preservation is only natural. I could take my boat and go anywhere. Be anybody. Be nobody. Nobody again. I'd like that. I've had many different lives. Could I start a new one now? How many more do I have left? I'm so tired. I wish I could sleep and wake up as somebody else. Are you me? The Ezio trilogy is your fave. Yeah, was that really Nolan North doing an Italian accent? I mean, I'm sure he went to a top tier voice coach if he did, but at first when I was listening, because that's the only time I've seen the Assassin's Creed trilogy really, is, you know, little snippets of other people playing. Yeah, I could listen to that voice for a while.
We'll take the skiff. I don't want to bring the dreadful Wale any closer than we have to. There is a small dock in Syria Gardens, close to the conservatory. That's as far as I can take you. Ready to go?
Yep, you're not wrong, Wolfie. Game devs in most Western companies have started to, hopefully unintentionally. Well, again, we're talking about how do you code shorthand? How do I get somebody to understand what I mean by this character? Right? So if I put someone who looks like this character on screen, but when she starts talking, she has some other accent. Or she speaks with a French accent or a Creole accent. All of a sudden, the coding is off, right? And that's what's good for characterization. Right? Give her a South African accent. Now, then you can also have it go a little bit wrong, like Abubakar Salim in please let that be his last name, in the Critical Role EXU series Divergence, where he is a Black American actor. No, he's a Black British actor. And he started that series with a Nigerian sounding accent. or what I believed to be Nigerian. And he dropped it fast. I think he got called on it. It was just like, understand what you're trying to do. And yes, we need more representation of authentic people. I mean, do you honestly, if you're only going to hire people who are a certain thing to portray a certain thing, how diluted does the art of acting then end up becoming? And it's not something that I think is solvable, so much as I will say, as I've said many, 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 many times, if representation doesn't matter, how did Jesus turn white? Pardon me while I drop this mic. But I also think that that is just as bad as having a character who is a simple country person and deliberately giving them a very specific American Southern accent so that everybody has a shortcut, everybody has a shorthand to the code of who you made this character to be. And I will point again to the movie Chicken Run. Chicken Run absolutely intentionally codes characters with specific British accents so that you know what's important to them. The issue is that almost every male character that has a dark skin tone has to have dreads, braids, yep, more often not side shave. It's like the only hairstyles, yep. I mean, it does, and it also tends to be, if you're going to have a melanated skin character, that if they have skin the color of this character on the screen right now that is dark brown, you're going to make them a Black American. Not a Black Frenchman, not a Black Russian, not a Black African. And I mean, I don't know. The new Assassin's Creed kind of turned that over because you have Yasuke, who is a Black Samurai. But he's an actual character from history. He's an actual person who lived. And granted, they admit the mythology surrounding him could be romanticized, but so is the mythology around a lot of characters from history. So, yeah, I agree that it is trivializing in serving what representation could be. And then right now with all of the woke is killing things, no woke, too woke. You know, when I heard the term woke, it was originally in the Black American community. And it was like, oh, dude, that's some woke theory right there. You know, when somebody really said something enlightened or wise or philosophically salient, it was referred to as woke. Well, that's exactly what we need. We need another enlightenment. Right now, what we have is the endowment.
Yes, let's go.
They immediately ruined it by giving Yasuke exaggerated braided hair. Did they? Did he have braided hair? And a hip-hop underbeat to his music? Oh, I didn't even know that. I had no idea they had done that. Yeah, that's pretty... Now, African people have been braiding their hair for a long time. It comes when you have hair that thick and that kinky, and you don't want to be messing with it and getting it caught in things and all of that. This is what you have to do.
There will be a grand guard presence outside the
So
Royal
it's entirely
Conservatory.
possible that's
Inside,
accurate.
be prepared for anything.
But hip-hop
Ashworth
music?
runs with an eclectic crowd. They'll be the real danger.
That feels like a don't forget he's black kind of a thing.
Someday I'd like to know more about how you met Ashworth.
I know you would. Trust me. Ashworth is important to Delilah. Which brings up something else. You might be able to exploit the Abbey of the Everyman in removing Ashworth from play. Turns out the Vice Overseer in Karnaca has been watching Ashworth from a hidden outpost near the Royal Conservatory. Check it out first if you want more options.
I will do that.
If she's still working with Delilah, Ashworth is a grave threat.
Thanks, Megan. See you soon.
But you said he was in grave danger. I'm gonna plug out your eyeballs and piss in your dead skull. You fucked with the wrong Marine, mister. Oh no, he said gouge out your eyeballs, didn't he? They did make the braids into a more traditional samurai style. And to make it work, because I don't know what's accurate. Again, we're talking about representation of an actual person from history. I mean, if you said, yeah, they gave Abraham Lincoln dreads and stuff like that.
Now I have to be on the lookout for some no-gooder with a knife. Why me?
Hey, what's up? You want to know what's off-putting to me?
I should get a longer
Really is Regina Jones and Cyberpunk. Because there is no getting around the fact, to me, that she is absolutely voiced by an American black woman.
until all the Grand Guard shakedowns.
Huh. I'm gonna try to I think I'm supposed to use F to grab onto things when I'm jumping. I forgot I could use that to take people out.
Who are you? Stop! You ready? Come on! You hide your face, coward! Get away!
Yeah, that's not gonna work.
Hold still!
I got spotted.
Not this time.
Oh no. I set that poor man on fire.
Take this, girl.
That was not a non-lethal run. I got a little distracted. But I'm not in the business of trying to make things representative. for people. But I think it's really obvious, and it's very difficult to move away from the idea that we have most Western media is heavily dominated by non-melanated skin male people. And it gets fatiguing because media is about fantasy and yes. Oh, yes, I want that.
Please save the game.
Sure, will do. Give me just a sec.
Only something. Huh? So many people trying to get away from Karnaka now. But where are you gonna go? There's no man involved. Even if it's dirty.
I just have to hide this man's body. Okay. And I don't mean to get too far into all of that. Again, it's not my expertise. I'm a casual observer just like everyone else. I think people in the industry are trying some things and oftentimes not knowing when they've gone too far. And it's all just an experimentation because you don't know who your main audience is likely to be. We have an ad coming already?
All the terrible things I've done to the fools who refuse to give up some trinket or a bag of coins.
Have mercy! Don't hurt me!
Should I start? Damn you!
Time for a nap.
Another.
Dumbass fell for it! I'll cut you in half. Time to die, little.
Why can't I block this man?
Come on. I'm gonna cut you.
Is he just that good? He's just that good. I guess we better go to the ad. You're a huge weeb? Love learning about Japan and the history of the nation, stories and legends. Yeah, that's cool. I have a nephew who actually turned that fascination and weeb status into a college degree and working for the government in Japan for several years. So it's possible. All right, we got to take a break, my beauties. Everybody stand up. Just stretch your neck. Roll your shoulders around a little bit. Refill your hydration vessel of choice. Wrap yourself up in a nice warm blanket and the pillow and blanket for it. And I will be back in 2.5 minutes. And I'm going to try to give you some cool music to enjoy for 2.5 minutes on break. Give me just a moment. Thank you, VLC, for always being awesome. Hey, let's put this on. All right, I'm going to hit the button. I'm going to give you a timer. And I will BRB. And welcome back from the break, everybody. I hope you got your glasses filled up. I hope you stood up, got your blood moving around a little bit. Welcome. If you can hear the sound of my voice, you have successfully tuned in to Grandma Plays a Game. I'm Grandma. This is my channel where I play games. And we also talk about a lot of stuff. And I love philosophy. I think, honestly, that would be one of the things I would love to do. If I had a podcast, I would love to do almost like a book club kind of podcast of Plato's Republic, which is fascinating shit. 2,500 years ago. 2,500 years ago. One of the finest documents ever written about governance and leadership and society and the dangers of people who seek public offices to gain wealth and fortune. What service to a democracy means. I mean, everything we see now, we were warned about. And the fact that Plato's Republic, for anyone living in a modern democracy, is usually the foundational document to whatever constitution you have in your country. Unless you're the UK. Well, I say that jokingly because you'll still have your royal family. Yeep. Oh my gosh. I know we normally don't talk about things going on in the news, but I saw something about the woman who accused Prince Andrew of sexual assault having been in a car accident, and I suddenly just went back to Diana. I mean, because I was the generation, man, we stopped everything to watch that royal wedding. And that broke my fucking heart when that woman died. And I'm like, ooh, is this like people falling out of windows in Russia? Does the royal family just car accident people? Anyway, why don't we go back to the game? Speaking of royal families. Oh, hey, yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that for 200. All right, so what are we going to do with these people? I have 3 of these.
Time to pay the price if you want to live.
I'm gonna cut
You
you
shouldn't
into
have
pieces.
wandered outside.
Without bodyguards.
What does that stuff do?
I'll keep that nice scar for you. Think you look tough? Hiding your face?
Why can't I grab this man? So they've become howling dogs. Nope, they got me in the ass. Huh. I usually, I guess I could stun mine. I mean, I do have Howler Dust over here. Oh, you know what? Hang on. I need to go get my money. Oh, there's usually bodies over here. Oh, there's one. Oh, maybe there's usually bodies over here because this is where I put the bodies. Do you got any money under you? No. Took a look at OBS. There is a feature that you can use called Media Source. I have tried that. I have tried that. It was in beta when I tried it, though. To be fair, it was in beta.
I told them it was Untitled, but they don't want to listen to me.
And it was a little clunky to try to use. I just have another window, a little tiny window open in the corner that has my VLC playlist, and it comes through desktop audio.
I'm the first one to admit that I'm scared. And there, I said it.
Today's your lucky day, madam. It's the day you get to meet.
Wait! Drop that bag! Drop the shit!
For it.
Anybody left? We should have been able to get 1, 2, 3. Oh, yeah. Pardon me while I yoink your shit. Oh, man. Oh, I do love me some, triple stun mines. It's just... Really? That's alright, we'll go to the, Now, little ratties, do me a favor. Don't eat these people, okay? It's no eat, no, not food. Grandma needs a non-lethal run. So y'all need to sate your appetite elsewhere. It does kind of surprise me, though. This is one of the areas where you don't end up back where you started. Most of the areas in arcane games, most of the level design is horseshoe design. You used that when you did your streams? Yeah, I usually put the music into a scene if I have, wait, that's what I usually use. And if I have one song, it works great for one song, but it will not play songs consecutively, not that I've found. I did not try loading a folder as a media source. No, I'm confused. I confused what you said with something else. Media source is what I use in my other scenes when I have a single piece of music. But when I have multiple pieces of music, it doesn't always work. Okay, I was going to save the game.
Welcome.
Hi. I thought you were... There was another thing that they came out with last year that was a beta thing, not the thing that I thought you were talking about. Yeah, I uninstalled Audacity. Yeah, I just need to... what I did was I put two media sources in one scene, but there's no functionality to say play this one, then that one. I think I even tried making... They had something that let me put a VLC playlist in, but it didn't work quite the way I expected. Anyway, it doesn't... I do everything so analog anyway. Stitching things together. I don't know how to do any of that, really. I used to have Audacity. Exactly. So why not just have the VLC media playlist open and, you know, I have to click the button to run the ad anyway. It's just on a different computer. And it runs through my desktop audio. So, you know, I don't have to set up anything else in a scene.
Obviously,
all right.
You are someone with refined tastes.
What gives you that idea? The stubborn type that will keep mashing things together until they just work.
Welcome to my shop. Say, an acquaintance of mine is supposed to be holed up in an office overlooking the Royal Conservatory. Check on them if you're headed that way.
I intend to.
The streets are locked down.
Nope.
I'd make it worth your time.
Marvelous. Will do.
See anything you like?
Well, I promise not to rob you immediately.
Come in, my friend. Always a delight to see you.
Do I have any upgrades?
This is what I
I
have
can't
for
afford any
upgrading
upgrades.
your
Psh. Shh. Shh.
Excellent choice.
Yeah, I need more monies. Why can't I pick up runes and have the runes count as coin?
Please visit again soon.
Let me sell things that I'm not using so that I can buy things I need. I mean, we could go do the puzzle thing. But that's just a way to come in and rob this guy, right?
Please, take your time.
As far as I recall. It just gives me satisfaction to solve little puzzles, that's all. I can't carry anymore because I don't use them. Alright. Swim, Emily, swim. Was there any loot down here? Was there anything else that I could get while I was down here? Hi, buddies. These guys usually lead me to loot, not today. Yeah, that's what I was doing with my break music, I think for Baldur's Gate. I also used to run my starting screen timer for 5 minutes. I don't want to rob this guy. I want him to sell me stuff. So we'll rob him later or something. I don't know. Okay, so what do I have now? 1 stun mine. 3 sleepy darts. 3 howling bolts. Oh, where did I pick that up? Nice. What bothers me about this game is that it appears you cannot expand the ammo capacity. Well, there's some stuff you can expand. Like, I could get more bullets and more crossbow bolts available in my inventory. Emily, put those away. Why did you do that? Now you've changed ammo. So I can get greater capacity for bullets and crossbow bolts, but I'm not using them. So I don't need that. And I can make it so like my spring razors and stun grenades will affect more enemies, but I can't carry more. So in effect, I can carry... Oh, nice. More enemy takedowns. Right, if I'm carrying 3 stuns...
I'm smelling. Maybe my teeth are due for their monthly cleaning.
Sock. One useless sock.
I don't want to go fight witches yet. Alright, let's go back. Was there somebody up here? I can't remember if there's somebody on this balcony or not.
For the Duke's not so bad. As long as you're Grand Guard. I'd hate to be anybody else right now.
Oh, I don't want to get the... Who opened this door? Which one of you assholes opened this door? Give it to one of you, chuckle fucks. I do love that word. God, that's such good alliteration. Chuckle fucks. Oh, can we open this? Yeah, thanks for putting bars on the windows. That's really super helpful. Alright. Especially because I'm trying to break out, not in. Well, we don't have any powers, so I can't do anything. Just run around and try to get money so that I can actually get the gear I want. Never his mind on where he is, what he is doing. I guess this is just a little place for me to show up and get some health if I want it. Alright, we're gonna go around the other side. Break on through to the other side. Ow, why did my throat suddenly start to hurt? Wolfie, why did my throat suddenly start to hurt? Incentivizing murdering enemies over pacifying. They are. Indeed. Incentivizing lethality. But that's why the game has a realistic tone, is because IRL, it's harder to be peace-loving. It's easy to kill. It's hard to choose not to kill. And so the game reflects that and says, yes, it costs you something. You have to sacrifice in order to be a pacifist. Throat realized you were going to get DMCA for singing The Doors. Yeah, but the way my voice is right now, nobody will recognize the song. All right. Ooh, I should check my bone charms real quick. Okay. Alright, what do we have here? Electrical burst. Oh, the area of effect for stun mines. Nice. They're louder and have a greater radius. I wonder if I'm supposed to use those. I think I'm probably supposed to use those on the witches. If your throat is hurting, you should keep the stream a little short. Yeah, I'll probably just do 2 hours today. Well, I was sneezing a lot earlier, and so that all the soft tissue gets mad. Yes. See, I don't even need that one. I just threw it on there because it was useful. Although I have never done a playthrough where I crafted bone charms. That one is upside down. And I think this should be a dead end off to my right. Yeah, okay. And that is too many cooks, too many cooks, too many cooks, too many cooks. That, as someone who grew up in the 70s and 80s, was like spot on, so fucking hilarious. Spot on to the experience of being a television enjoyer in the 80s. Okay, save game. I wish this would let me use page down as well. Yeah, there is no way to carry more mines. Or I don't think you can do it for grenades either. But I saw two different reads. One of them was on Prey and the other one was on Dishonored that talk about the morality, the philosophical choices, or who are you when you can do whatever you want, when there's no stopping you? Who do you choose to be? And I think Cyberpunk gives you that as well. It's just Cyberpunk absolutely does not do anything for you, as far as I've seen, for taking a pacifist's route. Oh, let's check these tutorials real quick. That's right, I can attach them to any surface. Rewired alarms. Rewired alarms? When have I been given the opportunity to rewire an alarm? Alarm! Alarm! That's a throwback to one of the old 007 PC games. I think television as a concept has been completely destroyed by the introduction of the internet in all homes and the way that streaming services has risen. There is no longer a good reason to tune into a channel each week if you can just find the show you want on a streaming service or online either earlier in the day or just after. It is the continual evolution of media and advertising, because television did that to movies. It used to be you could advertise before and after a movie.
Damn it, I need to pee.
You know, and everything is driven by advertising. Even in Greek theater, vendors would set up outside the venues, selling food and wares. And when people would gather for the plays and stuff like that, then that was, you know, they didn't have to advertise per se. I just don't see what this is going to get me. But I could super sneak. Let's see how sneaky I can be. Hey, thanks. Good talk. Uh-oh. What was that? No, I changed weapons, you bitch. I pressed 4. Use the wheel, not the keyboard. Yeah, I'm pressing shit on the keyboard. It's not changing out my weapons. Use the wheel, use the wheel, use the wheel. Well, I do know that works now. But I also know that gun is going to be loud. And then television used to only have, 3 channels. Columbia Broadcast, National Broadcast, and American Broadcast. Next thing you know, there was cable TV. Cable TV is going to ruin everything for commercial TV. Because cable TV didn't have ads when it started. That's what you were paying for. And it's the same evolution. There's a gig economy, and then that becomes reduced. The gig economy shows up to eliminate the expensive competition, and then as soon as the corporate level competition begins to crumble and collapse, the gig stuff incorporates itself and reduces quality, raises prices. It's the same thing every time. You miss having to wait to watch a show? If you missed it, you had to wait for a rerun. That's why I really like watching the TTRPGs on YouTube. See, the only streaming service I have is Amazon. If I even go there, because there's just nothing I want to watch for the most part. It's just I'm the one who has the Amazon Prime for our family. If you missed it, you had to wait for a rerun. See, that's why I think live TTRPG and Twitch streaming and things like that are going to be... There's never going to be a time when we can be replaced by AI. Because there's one thing, do you know what AI is not going to be capable of doing? Comedy. That's slappy. AI cannot tell a joke.
I'm bored.
Yeah, I always hated waiting a week as well. I don't think I'm going to get tired of that sound. I really don't. Now you can just binge a season. You could stop yourself. And there's the thing. They've put the control in your hands. It's really, really, really on you to decide how you want to consume your information. It's not like it's takeaway. It's not like it's going to get cold if you don't eat it right now. In fact, I know a lot of couples who go through that. Because they want to watch a show together. Okay, was that my last stun mine? It was. Okay. No longer. So they only watch certain shows when they are together to watch. There's no longer any build-up or anticipation for a TV show. It made it an event that you needed to be there for. Yep. and you could discuss the episode and what you think is going to happen. But we could do that. Like, we could do that on stream. We could do that in Discord. We could pick a show of some kind, and then, like, every week on Tuesday we get together and we talk about episode 3. We could do that with any show. Go back to you know, Star Trek, TNG. But it also, people have a far more personal experience with fantasy media than they ever have before in their lives, because you have it in your pocket. You don't need another human being to be anywhere near you. Quick save the game. Hi, come here. Okay, don't keep clicking it. This is not Hitman. Oh. That just did not look comfortable at all. Yep, more shit I don't fucking need. Yeah, I really don't use the distractions. I don't use the alarm clocks and stuff like that as intended. Nope, I don't need any more of that. I do need more stun mines, though. How many monies did I get? Oh. Nope, I can't use the page up and page down keys because they're hotkeys. I have 51 monies. I can't even get one. I don't think I can even get one stun mine for that. Had control, who never had control over when I could watch shows. I absolutely love having that control with streaming. I love having something on until I fall asleep to it. And then the next day, going back and having to search for what was the last episode I remember. Because I don't know when I fell asleep. Yeah, Jinxie, we have, I mean, I still remember when TV channels shut down at midnight. And they would show a picture of an American flag and play the anthem and then go to the snowfield. Redbubble removed your drop it, let's go sticker? What? Fucking hell. Wolfie, let me read your comment. When I watch a show now, I watch a few episodes with the wife at a time, sometimes 2, sometimes 3. Then we watch more at a later time. It's better for us. Exactly. It lasts longer. It gives you time to actually digest the content, especially when it's really good media. Like, I went back to Amazon and I'm like, I don't really want to watch anything, but there's a British show called Line of Duty that had Adrian Dunbar. I didn't know that was even a thing with Phas. Exactly. You should pull up an iteration of the media that has a date predating Phasmo's release and be like, here is evidence that this existed because here's the date I saved it in my computer. That's just dumb. You should sue Phas. No, don't. It's not worth it. All right. No, I'm not going to read any of it. This is the same way I do with all of my stuff. This is why I can't stand to have any phone notifications in fucking Cyberpunk. Yes, I see this. I'm here. Let's get the stuff I'm supposed to get. Note to the Overseer. Overseer Ogburn. I should be back within a few days. Continue to compile information on Brianna Ashworth's activities, despite the odd letter we received from our oracular sisters in Culero. It's not like them to issue a proclamation without certainty, but I know I'm right about Ashworth. My gut tells me she's a threat. That said, the Howlers are my priority. This conflict with Paolo could affect our influence in Karnaca for years to come. Yours in the strictures, Vice Overseer Liam Bannon. And that's exactly what he sounds like in real life. I've met him. I need monies. God damn it, game. Give me monies. Silver precious urn. Oh, is that monies? Does that give me monies? That better give me monies. Now the fun question is, should I kite the dumbasses from downstairs up through this door? I mean, they'll come through this door, right? Or they'll try. They'll break it down. That might be fun. Let's see what happens, shall we? Oh. You still have the emote, though? Yeah. Good. Don't let Twitch take that. Twitch won't care. Personally, I feel that waiting for a game, film, or show makes that experience more special. Exactly. Anticipation. It's when I was getting all of my books from Writer's Digest, because I thought I was going to be a mystery writer. Oh no, that will kill people. That's why I can't do it. Never mind.
Curator of the Royal Conservatory. For a while, I believed Ashworth has some connection to the occult in Karnaca. Something is happening that I don't understand. The overseers are the forward face of the Abbey, but
Nah, blah blah.
equally important are our sisters from the Oracular Order. To be direct, I suspect something is wrong within their sect. Subtle changes to the types of proclamations they've been making. Small but troubling deviations from tradition. But publicly saying anything along those lines will get me accused of heresy by my rivals within the Abbey. Is it possible that Ashworth has infiltrated the Oracular Order?
So Vice Overseer Byrne thinks Ashworth is interfering with the Oracular Order.
Hey, that wasn't Byrne.
If true, it's another reason she has to be eliminated.
He didn't sound anything like me. So Jinxie says, I don't think you're alone in that, yeah, wanting to wait. So what I was going to say about that is when I was reading an article in Writer's Digest, Writers on Writing, by Dean Koontz, and he was talking about how writing horror fiction, and I wasn't going to write horror, and I don't really read horror. That shit gets in my head, and if I don't have control over what Braindog fetches, I cannot just throw things in my skull. You know, like I say, it's bad enough that Braindog will come back with a bloody hand on a normal day. Let's not add imagery for Braindog to find out there in the memory files. Here, let me come up here for a second. So what Dean Koontz was saying is just like incredible intimacy. Horror is more about the buildup. He said, I could spend 3 pages describing, one paragraph describing a character opening a door, and 3 pages describing a horrific bloody scene of dismemberment and gore, and a full description of a horrific monster on the other side. Or I could spend 3 pages inside the character's head, staring at their hand on the doorknob. It's about the build-up, and I want to say it's about the foreplay because that's how he phrased it. But if you understand intimacy in its more global terms now and how it's understood in a non-phallocentric presentation, and appreciate that if you are being intimate with another person, there should be 2 erections looking for resolution, not just 1. So it's the idea about anticipation, and why they say a lot of times couples, and I don't know this from personal experience, but they have talked to couples who have regular intimacy and found that people who schedule it actually tend to have more satisfying intimate encounters, sexually intimate encounters, because they're anticipating, you know, is it Saturday yet? Kind of a thing. You always do date night on Saturdays or something like that. That there is a baked in anticipation. I like to binge lots of things because I'm just like, gorge, you know, a bit. I also do that with food. Like, I won't eat all day, but the one meal I do eat is going to be the best fucking thing ever. So anyway, if you haven't seen it, Line of Duty, it has Martin. Shit. It's brilliant cast. Absolutely fucking brilliant cast. And it's such a good story. It is such a good story. Tip to tail. It just is amazeballs. In fact, I'm watching it for the 3rd time. I read this. We read these. Oh, did I have to reload? I need to see what alarms I can rewire. Something about that feels... Okay, so we've been up here. Is there anything else I was supposed to find in here? I don't think so. We have an ad coming up. Okay. I think we need to go down to the ground floor here.
Please
thank you, Wolfie.
Save the game.
Yeah, we're gonna crouch. Save. Oh, I might need to go back up. I don't know that I can turn the windmills off without powers. I'll have to check that out after the ad. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. No, I'm with you. I'm with you. I could not stand waiting a week. And also because ADD, I'd fucking forget. You know how happy I was when they came up with the idea of last time on? Because they didn't do that. You just had to sit there and fucking remember. I don't remember. That was a whole week ago. Anyway. Oh, why can't I breathe? This happens every time. I have 2 air filters running. Okay. It's the alders. I'm blaming the alders. All right. Where's my break screen? I said a break screen. Okay, I'm going to mute the mic. Everybody, take a moment. Refill your hydration vessel of choice. Stand up, stretch a little bit. Expand your rib cage. Get some air into your lungs. Move around. I will be back in 2.5 minutes. Okay? 2.5 minutes. And this will help keep pre-roll ads off so that new grandkids can come hang out in the pillow and blanket fort and enjoy derping around. All right. BRB. Hello, everyone. I have returned to you. If you can hear the sound of my voice, you are watching Grandma Plays a Game. That's right. I'm Grandma. This is my channel where I play games. And hopefully this is a place you can swing by on Sunday morning and Monday morning regularly, and sometimes other days of the week, like an occasional Tuesday. Or maybe every Tuesday. Who knows what we're going to do. We are in a constant state of evolution because it's 2025 and the shifting sands, they be a shifting. I don't mind waiting for things. They will get here. Just got to let it happen. I can't stand waiting for things. I have the patience of a flea that's been in a cup of coffee. Like, if I buy somebody a present, I'm going to give it to you. I just quit buying people birthday presents and Christmas presents and shit like that. It's like, no. Because if I find something I want you to have, I'm going to give it to you. I'm just a creature who lives in the now. And that's much healthier for my mental state, because if I get too aware of the past that I can't affect and the future that I can't affect, I get into a helplessness down spiral. And so if I continue to focus on the now and the things I can affect, the change I can make, the person I can be this minute today, I find that I am a much healthier person overall. All right. Let's go back to the game. Thank you guys for being here. Another thing, in addition to Plato's Republic, I would also love to do Cato's Letters. Now that's from your side of the pond, Wolfie. And if you've never read them, they're very salient to what's going on in both our countries right now. It's all about... They're from basically the time that the U.S. Constitution was being written. These were letters to newspaper publishers in the UK. I think I enjoy waiting for things because it gives me things to look forward to. See, and that's wonderful. And I love that. I appreciate your company. I always look forward to seeing your name in chat, but it's also an understanding that I'm, I don't deserve it. I'm not entitled to it, so it's just a gift. Your presence is a present. And no, I'm not going to apologize because that's a really good pun. Is it really a pun? I don't know. Is it really a pun? All right, so we have to run back upstairs. Up, up, up. I just love that Thane Bishop also says uppies, and I've been using uppies for years, like way before I ever watched any of his stuff. I used uppies with Hitman. Okay. Oh, I can get there. Oh, not if I'm dumb about how to jump. Up, up. Up. On the railing. And forward. There we go. Oh. Now there's two of them. I think there's another one over there on the roof. Up on the roof. Okay, and that should kite some of them over to here to investigate. They'll probably find these bodies. Do I really care about bodies being discovered? No. I hear a dog barking. I need to work on my drop assassinations too. Ooh, the game saved. The game's like, oh, you gonna die. That's how we know the game's like, girl, you gonna die. This is a terrible place to try to work on drop assassinations, though, because there's so many fucking people. What I need to do here is work on hiding guards into traps. The way I love to do. All right. Oh, I don't have any more stun mines. Mother plucking horse. All right. We have to go back. Ooh, howler dust. More howler dust. Oh, we're gonna have a party. Yeah, we are. We're gonna have a big old party. And I think we just have to respect that people's brains work differently. That every single one of us, even the 5 children in my family, had radically different upbringings. So from ages like 0 to 9 or 10, you're a creature of instinct. You're basically need to be trained the way you train a dog, right? The important thing to do for people.
An excellent choice. No need to wrap it for you.
70.
I'm certain you will be satisfied with your purchase.
Oh, I only have 1 money. Thank you.
It was a pleasure to serve you.
Thanks. I forget what I was saying. Oh, that people have different brains. We have to respect that people have been raised up in our instinctive awareness of what it is to be human pretty differently. Oh. Hey, there's goodies in here. I thought that one thing gave me 150 monies. Did that count for monies? That not everybody learns how to be a Homo sapiens sapiens primate the same way. As much as I love howler dust, all right. Let's go kite a bitch into a stun mine. Because I think we might be able to get rid of this whole crew.
That sounded like broken glass.
Sounds like broken glass.
What?
What? What the fuck?
Hard times. Hard times. Need some help over here.
Stop using the numbers and use the fucking wheel. The wheel pauses the game. I thought I bought 3. Weird. All right. That's fine. Yeah, thank you, Wolfie. Closing in on 2 hours now. I should check my stats and just make sure that no one died. I mean, one of these guys could have a pacemaker or some shit like that. Oh, yeah. Total kills, 0. But one of the things that I do want to say, because I know there are a lot of people who worry about getting replaced by AI. It's a very real possibility. Do I think AI is going to replace teachers and doctors? No. No, they told us back in the 80s that when I was getting my degree, they're like, well, you know, you need to be ready because one day there won't even be teachers. Everything will be done by all the computers. And, all right. And the answer is no. No, it won't. Because a computer cannot... You have to tell the computer stuff. The computer is not yet in a position to observe you doing a thing and then to intuit what will treat that thing. I mean, doctors and teachers are both physicians. They're both treating the condition of, well, illness. In the first case, it's the illness is disease of the body, and in the second case, for teachers, the illness is ignorance, and ignorance can be healed. All right, let's see if I got enough monies to get anything else. And that is an inherently intuitive. Yes, it's diagnostic, and yes, a flow chart can arrive at certain basic diagnoses. Yeah, it didn't happen because we're stupid. We're just dumb fucking primates. We really are. Elaine and Eden. Hello! I haven't given blankets to anybody yet today. Throw some blankets on yourselves. So sorry. You want to know something hilarious, too, that I realized about comedy years ago? Fuck! This game. Hi, Elaine. I hate everything. See, the other thing is, once you rob them, you can't get any upgrades. Not like I'm going to get enough money to get upgrades anyway. Where am I supposed to get money from? Am I just dumb? Is this thing worth some monies? Come here. Are you worth money? Yeah, those are worth monies. The butterflies ain't worth shit. Alright, I guess I just have to loot some more shit. Oh, look at Elaine. You're so wonderful.
Welcome back. Come in, my friend. Always a delight to see you. I'm certain
I'm like just a few coins short. God. Damn it.
Farewell.
Shut up.
Think of us again.
Can I just sell you some health potions? Why don't you buy some fucking health potions off of me? Because there's like 40 of them on this level. Whoops. Wrong button. I blinded myself. When I'm all alone, I blind myself.
What?
Grandma, may I say your gameplay is stunning. Pure stunning. Yeah, good talk, lads. What was that? Alright. One of you should have a key. Did I get the key? Alright. And then we'll finish up this part of this area. See? More health elixirs. Alright, I think that has one more charge left in it, just in case somebody else toodles along. I thought there were some other guards over this way. I'm gonna quick save. You know, we went and hid the bodies in the alley. And, we were gonna just leave these two guys out in broad daylight. Yeah, I'm gonna take out the two witches on the other side of this gate so that this whole section is clear. I declare this house clear. But that primates is the thing about comedy is surprise. Comedy is a setup. So there's an expectation, right? And it's the rule of 3. So I tell you something once, it's why 3 points make a plane. 2 points make a line, but the third point tells you what plane of existence you're on. That gun is just wobbling. Is there a breeze? There must be a breeze. Wolfie, why are you so worried about... I love you, but you don't have to worry that hard about the 2-hour mark. The 4-hour mark, yes. The 6-hour mark, for sure.
I can feel my power grow. I can hear her voice. I can feel her speak. No way!
I've told her once, I told her 1,000 times. You have to learn the words and say them.
Are they just like tracking into the wall? Damn. You can't hide today. You have to go vote and then go be social. I'm sorry you have to be social. I'm glad you have to vote. While we still have the ability, I had to listen to one of my bosses at one of my jobs explain to me how voting in the U.S. should be tied to property ownership. I know the butterflies are the prettiest thing there. I'm so glad I actually live, throws blanket overhead and hides the rest of the day. Oh, now I see why. Well done, Jinxie. How it should be tied to property ownership, period. I was like, fucking what? Over 50 white male, of course. Don't tell me how y'all are being persecuted. Shut your whore mouth. It's not even a thing. No, there literally is no way there from here. You have to go around through one of these. Except you can't. Right. Is she up yet? No. Was it down here? Nope. She's right there. I remember coming out up above over there somehow. All right. Oh, I should probably go get that howler dust, right? Wasn't there another one? Who's whistling? All right, come here. We're just gonna hide these sweet babies. Just need to get them into the shadows. I don't know why I care. I don't really care. Was there another howler dust in here, or did I break the one extra? I think I broke the only other one. Do I have anything flammable? Big wine will not blow out. There was something flammable down here. That's right. Yeah, that's highly flammable. Where was it? Here. I'm so glad I can climb with both of my hands full. That is such a relief. If voting is tied to property ownership, at least look. Okay. Now let's hit that quick save again.
That's the part I always mix up. Tower thrice, not twice. How many days till the next dragon? Let's see. This was 6? No, 3? Can not let her do that again.
Okay, that time it worked. Where's your girlfriend? That's going to count as a death. I think I have voted in every election I've been eligible to vote in. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that killed her. Yeah. I know, I killed her. Oh, anyway, I was going to say about humor, and humor being surprise, that when you listen to primates, any other primates that are capable of showing surprise, they have kind of a barking sound that they make. And it registered with me that when humans laugh, that's surprise barking. That's what we're doing. We're surprise barking. But there is no alternative that has any real possibility of taking any power, and the two main parties will just fuck me no matter what. And that is a threesome I do not want to be a part of. Yeah, well, 30% of the U.S. didn't vote, and now look what we have. Look what we have. We have dollar store Viktor Orban. We have Timu Viktor Lukashenko. If 30% of the country just, yeah, it won't matter. And it fucking would have. Learning that has made me surprise bark. It at least would have said that they actually wanted this, which would surprise me. I almost said that to one of our customers at the winery because we had a bunch of people coming in for International Women's Day. and a couple came in and with very obvious accents I recognized as coming from Eastern Europe. And the dude said, "Oh yeah, I'm Ukrainian." And I was like, "Yeah." And his wife went, "Uh-huh, and I'm Russian." I was like, "Oh." I said, "What part of Russia are you from?" And she said, "Belarus." And I almost said, "Oh, where Viktor Lukashenko's from." And I'm like, "Oh, don't open up the political door. Don't let people know that you're aware of fascism rising in other countries." I've been watching Poland for over a decade. So, yeah, and that's the whole thing about things being districted and stuff like that. Here. Yeah, I remember coming through all of that at one point. But we're going to save the game here because I gotta go stand up and move around or something before my neck. I mean, but everyone does count. It just doesn't. I can't make anybody do anything, and I can't make the things that are important to me also important to you. It just doesn't work that way. And I was also a history teacher for a long time, so there's some stuff that I feel, and I come from a military family. I served in the military. There are some things that I desperately feel are civic responsibility. And if you don't use it, somebody will take it away from you. So, your area flip-flops all the time. Yeah, I live in an area that's real half and half. There must have been a window or something I came out of. Either that or I just used my blink to get up there and there wasn't anything there and it was useless. Also, a possibility. Hi, little rattos. Okay, so this is a whole nother area that I don't want to address right now. This is the other side of the wall, so we're going to save the game. But I'm also perfectly capable of having conversations with people who have convictions that are dissimilar to mine. I mean, we've done that here on the channel, and not on political stuff. No doily today. It will be crochet lilacs. Oh my gosh. Then flipped right to fuck back. I hate it. You know what, though? You know what I love about your state? Mark Kelly. Gabby Giffords. Oh my gosh. The second he joined the Senate or was elected to the Senate, I was like, White House! I know. And he's an independent. Like me. I mean, I'm a recovering conservative. I was diehard conservative. I wanted Bob Dole. Or, yeah. Yeah, Bob and Elizabeth Dole. Because she was the first Secretary of Education. RIP education. But the point being, I was talking about AI and how AI can't take over. It can do basic diagnostics, but it can't listen to your car and intuit anything. due to the party that I wish to support only getting the tiniest of fractions. Yeah, and that's the difficulty with both of our countries, Wolfie, is that there are a lot more parties. You know, and I look at some of the European countries and how strong some of the not dominant parties really are. And I mean, the writers of our Constitution in the U.S. said it was a two-party system was going to be the downfall. It was not how this was intended to be. It's just that's where the money flowed, and the control consolidated, and the white wealth canopy found a money printing machine. So there's no taking that back. There isn't. But I'm with you, Wolfie, on what you said upstream in the comments about how having a show on a weekly basis gives you something to look forward to, and gives you I have hope. I have hope. Because the people who are doing a lot of this stuff, it's not everybody, and everybody doesn't support that. We like to have our food pre-chewed, and we consume information that somebody else has already chewed, so we can't even digest it properly. What I have hope for, and why I really like to live in the now, is I have hope that I can be here or be present to the people in my life and have a positive impact, have a kind impact, be a source of humor or insight or anything. And to try my best not to be a source of hate or despair. And yes, I'm really good at calling people names. I could make up a whole bunch of names, but it drives me crazy when people are like, did I come up with this cool way of making fun of so-and-so's name? And I'm like, it's exactly what bullies do. And you can't bully a bully. You can't. You are gonna lose. Okay, good. I'd rather have 2 saves than none. You can't. The only way to stop a bully is to clock him in the jaw. I'm sorry. I don't advocate violence. I don't advocate harming people. But there has to be a 2x4 to the forehead at some point with a great big 100-person chorus of the word no. There have to be consequences. It has to be personal. So I do think one of the things that I think would be really hilarious, since I have been religious so much my life and I do understand religion from the inside, would be to take what I see as the lunacy of the American evangelical movement and create a channel where I am trying to be an influencer, saying exactly the things that they claim, just to point out how fucking stupid it is. The problem is there's probably a whole lot of people who would be like, oh my God, she's fabulous. You know, kind of like Mrs. Betty Bowers on Twitter. you know, just be like, okay, well, I found out today that my Aunt Bertha is sick and also my Aunt Agnes is sick. So everybody pick one of them to pray for, and whoever gets the most prayers, Jesus is going to heal them at the end of the week. You know, it just... I'm supposed to use my powers for good, not evil. I'm supposed to use my powers for good, not evil. But it is the one thing that AI is never going to be able to do well. AI is never going to be able to tell a joke. Even if it's a joke that already exists, AI is never going to be able to tell a joke. There are some things machines can't do. And it can be the best flowchart in the world. Right? Battle of the Faith Healers. Oh shit, that would be hilarious. That would be a hilarious show. I really should start doing some sketch comedy on all of this. Which one is going to be God's favorite today? Agnes cheated at the local pie competition. But Betty did her children's homework when they were young. Oh my God. Well, I would get shut down so fast. I mean, some of the wealthiest people on the planet belong to the Jesus social group, so the fan club. Anyway, I better stop before everything kicks off. But I do think that one of the things we need the most now is some comedy, and I hope that I can inject some comedy into some of the games and just the content that I do, because I'm fucking funny, and one of the biggest problems is I'm also fucking depressed. It's really hard to want to do anything. Agnes had sex with 3 dudes at the retirement home, and they had only just lost their wives. I mean, get it, Agnes. I mean, that's consolation. Doris kicked a mailman for not saying "Have a nice day," right? Agnes didn't tip at the restaurant because the waiter was gay. I don't know. It would backfire instantly, but I'm going to keep doing the thing that I do, and hopefully we can continue to, little by little, grow our community and continue to be friends and continue to have a place where we can show up and be like, you know, for one brief moment in the world, this is not a steaming pile of shit. Jerbediah, the faith healer. Vote now with faith off. I'm telling you, the more you show it for what they're calling it, the more hilarious it gets. Because it's dumb as fuck. That's not how any of this works. That's none of the stuff that I learned was all of this. Each vote, only $1, no, only $5 to vote. Vote as much as you want. That, dude, I'm telling you, somewhere between the zombies, the horde of zombies, and then 4 of them realize that they're in New York City and start making a day trip out of it and going to different sites and buying merch and getting like hot dogs on the street, you know, that they just take out of the cart because somebody else is eating the vendor. And then as they're walking, one of them gets shot by the defenders of the city, and they just grab another zombie from the horde and put a hat on it, take the hat off the corpse and put the hat on the new guy. That was one of the most hilarious sketches my brain ever came up with. A day on the town, and I don't know how to get that out there to anybody who would make it. I'm like, I almost was like, how do I tell Saturday Night Live this is exactly what the little writers group dudes should do? Anyway, paint the town dead. I like it. I like it. Paint the town dead. But it's just like they give up on the whole zombie mission for a couple hours to enjoy the fact that they're in New York. And just go to iconic places. It would just be fucking hilarious. Maybe somebody's already done it and I've already seen it, and that's why my brain thought of it. Probably. But I'm going to let you all go because I need to go. And then we'll see when we meet again. I will try to put it in the Discord, but I might forget like today. So, then a little social commentary like getting stuck with dirty needles. They get high and fall asleep. Oh no. Even the zombies' downfall is drug addiction. Okay. I love you, my babies. Please take your cookies, take your blankets. Thank you for being here, Elaine. And everybody else who's out there in Lurker Land who didn't pop up in the chat, I appreciate you. Thank you for enjoying this with me. I really am having fun playing this game. It's a whole new way of playing, to not have any powers and to not be full murder hobo. Although the stun mines are definitely making it a little, I feel a little bit spoiled with the whole kite and stun. I'm going to have to come up with some new methods, maybe. I love you. I will see you when I see you, and we'll put this up and change the text and give you some outro music. Why don't we just do some main theme? And yeah, please do something kind for yourself. You deserve kindness, and you deserve practice being a kind person. All right, I love you. Bye.